ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more area stuff. So today we're going to look at what are called regular polygons again. Now I remember we did this stuff before, so this shouldn't be anything too difficult. Remember, when you're talking about what's called a regular polygon, we're talking about shapes that have all sides that are congruent, all angles are congruent, and that's where that comes from. Now in this case here, this shape that we're looking at here in my first example is called a pentagon because there's 5 sides. Now remember, you have pentagons, hexagons, octagons, and so on and so on. So what happens here is when we're talking about the area of a regular polygon, they talk about it in terms of the perimeter and another term of what's called an apothem. Okay? An apothem is a new term here. The apothem is from the center of the figure and it's perpendicular to a side. It bisects the side. So if the whole length is 16, that makes each one of these 8. So it's called an apothem. Apothem. You might hear it pronounced apothem or apothem. Either one is fine. So when we're talking about what's called the area of a regular polygon, since there's many different polygons that can be regular, they came up with a very generic formula. And it looks like this. The area of the regular polygon is always equal to 1/2 the perimeter times the apothem, where the perimeter, P stands for perimeter, and A is the apothem. So remember, in order to find perimeter of any object, you have to add up all the sides. So if each one of these sides has to be 16, in this case, we know that our perimeter, there are 5 sides of 16. You'd multiply that out, and you should get 80. Okay? The apothem, remember, is going to be the segment that is drawn from the center of the object, of the polygon. It is perpendicular to a side, and in this case, it's also given to us. It's 11. So what we would wind up doing here is we would take the formula, 1/2 times our perimeter, 80, times the apothem of 11. And then from here, it's just a matter of typing it into our calculators. Obviously, this one's pretty easy. You have half of 80 is 40, so you can do it this way. 40 times 11. And after pressing some buttons in my calculator, I got 440. Now, this is area. Got to make sure you put your units squared in there. So today, what we'll wind up doing is I'm going to give you problems that have side lengths given to you, maybe one of these perpendicular parts here, but each one of your problems that you'll work on today will have the actual apothem. Tomorrow we'll get into the idea of how do you find the apothem if you don't know it. We'll have to use a little bit of SOHCAHTOA for that. So we'll have to add a couple of steps. Usually it's not too crazy once you get the hang of it. So let's do another example. Oops. Another quick example here. Same basic principle. First of all, let me do this and blow this up so you can see it a little bit better. So when we look at this, we know we have to find the area of our regular polygon. In this case, we are looking at, I believe this was an octagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we have 8 sides. So it's our area is going to be 1/2 our perimeter times our apothem. So P always stands for perimeter. And I want you guys to get, I don't know why it does that line there. I want you guys to get in the habit of writing down what you're working with. It's an octagon, so like I said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sides given to us of 14. So what I want to do right away is just multiply that out. 8 times 14, and I'm going to get 112. So I know that my perimeter is 112 going around. Our apothem is also given to us at 16.9. So we know our perimeter, we know our apothem, we put it together, 1/2 perimeter, 112, times our apothem of 16.9. Press some buttons in our calculator. So I have 1/2 times 112 times 16.9, and I get an area of 946.4. Remember, it's area units squared. So take a look at the Go Formative stuff today. You're actually going to be doing the math on the screen, and I want you to get in the habit of writing in there exactly the way that I'm doing this here, so that way we can see how you're setting them up. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to figure out how to do that when we don't know the apophthegm. Okay, good luck. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.